You know, at this point in the season, the last 5 years, there's been one driver that has been talked about an awful lot, and that is Jimmie Johnson. Heading into today's race, he is 55 points out of the lead. So the chances of him winning a 6th straight championship, not very good. But it does give us an opportunity to look at the guy who over the past 5 years has been referred to as the champ, as Mr. Vanilla, and it gives us a chance to learn who is the real Jimmie Johnson.
I was kind of brought up in the environment of, you work hard and then you play hard. When I go to work and do what I need to do, I'm focused, and when we have time to separate, I really need to disconnect and get away. Step out of the race car and get away from the work environment and just kind of, be me.
It's really kind of funny to see a man flip a switch. You realize, oh my God, he has a zest for life. Like, he really wants to go.
Always in good spirits, always has a smile on his face.
Put his hat on sideways, wears his shorts weird sometimes.
He's kind of always on the edge when it comes to whatever he's doing. The normal person walks down a flight of steps. Jimmie body surfs down a set of steps.
A few key times have found my way downstairs on my stomach. There's maybe a few beers involved to help me think that it's a great idea.
You get to a point in the evening and it's, let's go do this. And you're like, maybe not. He forgets that he's a 5-time champ, Jimmie Johnson, and he can't do those things. We go to this golf course. There's a particular embankment that's not meant for golf carts. It's his dying wish to make it up this embankment, and he's tried it every single time, and the general manager and the caddies and everybody has told him, JJ, you can't drive up that. That's not for golf carts.
I don't know what makes me do those stupid things. There's a challenge to it. It's funny. There's got to be some level of risk, or else I just lose interest.
When I hear the fans calling him fake or vanilla, it's just like, if you guys just knew who Jimmie is.
I've heard that so many times that he's just, playing. I'm just going, no, he's focused. He understands what he's there to do at the track, and that's compete and win. He's got 5 championships, in a row. I would say maybe other people might want to be a little bit more vanilla then.
If I haven't had a chance to meet someone, I don't take it to heart that they might not appreciate or understand or like me as a driver. I just need to be true to myself and continue to be myself. I grew up in a very simple household. I knew how tough it was going to be to survive and make it in the sport, and I had to fully commit to it to do it. I couldn't just half-ass it. Who you see on TV, it's me.
I take more stock in the moral compass than I do the success on the track. That has a shelf life. All athletics have a shelf life. Who you are as a person will last a lot longer than the trophies and the accolades.
I know he's one of those guys that if I was in the fire, he'd be in there to grab me. And there's very few people in this world I can say that about.
We're on his motor coach an hour before he's getting ready to go 200 miles an hour, and he's worried, have you had enough to eat? You know where the beer is? Are you having fun?
My values have not changed through my career, and it doesn't change who I am. And I think that's one thing I'm most proud of.
And there he is, Jimmie Johnson, a 5-time Sprint Cup Series champion. Today he will start 16th. He's a 4-time winner at this track. A lot of eyes today on the two guys wanting desperately to dethrone him as a champion. Tony Stewart, Carl Edwards during pre-race ceremonies. We'll talk to both of them coming up in just a little bit. And then lessons learned in a race 1 year ago. Denny Hamlin, remember the fuel mileage issue? Will that come into play again this year? We'll talk about that coming up next.